So right now my focus is improving my rear delts. So I've been starting my shoulder workout with a rear delt exercise. This is a bent over lateral raise. This can also be done with a dumbbell if you don't have a machine like this. So this next exercise is focusing on the side delts. This is a lateral raise. Again, I'm using a standing multi-flight machine. If you don't have a machine like this, I'll also be showing an alternative exercise that works very similar to this. And then, like, as a last resort, of course, you could always use dumbbells. I use this machine because it provides tension at the bottom of the movement, which is where the muscle is being lengthened and stretched, and one of the most important places for hypertrophy. Also, the next exercise that I show with cables do similar. So here is a similar exercise. Here I'm using a bench set at 15 degrees with a functional trainer, and the cables are just crossed. So again, the tension is when my arms are at the bottom, I got 100% tension there. Laying on the bench like this keeps the traps out of it and keeps your arm path at a very consistent path. So you can focus entirely on the side delts. Again, if you didn't have a functional trainer, another option is using dumbbells, but what you would need to do is use a single dumbbell and lean away from the dumbbell, and that way the tension would be on the muscle when your arm is to the side versus it just hanging there through gravity. So this next exercise is a Y raise, and this is just a modified way of doing a front raise, except for this hits a little bit. It hits the front delt, it also hits the side delt and the rear delt, so it's just a more complete exercise than just a traditional front raise with a dumbbell or with a cable. So this next exercise is also focusing on the front delt. So this is a hammer strength super incline. So the bench is set at around 70 degrees. I find this a lot more comfortable than doing a 90 degrees. Also gets a little bit of the upper pec, which I always prefer to hit a little upper pec. If you don't have a machine like this, you just use an adjustable bench and just set it around 65 to 70 degrees. And you want your elbows to be a little in front of you, not behind you. Again, it's more comfortable on your shoulders. And lastly, I finish up on the rear delts. I do 2 exercises on the rear delt. So this I'm just using a mid row, and I just set the seat as low as it'll go. And lastly, I do a rear delt on a pec deck machine. Again, if you don't have this machine, another alternative, a very good alternative, is just a face pull. So I'll have a demonstration of that as well. So here you want to set the seat up fairly high because you want your elbows to be lower than your shoulders. You know, as close to almost a 45 degree or 50 degree angle really hits the rear delts really well, without getting your traps involved as much. And then this is an alternative to using the pec deck, doing a face pull, or you can actually do it in addition to. This is a great exercise for your rear delts.